Yo, what's good with y'all? In today's video, I got how to make still a Brainrot. I really want to say this is part 17 and stuff. I just want to say real quick, I'm so sorry for the I know I said I'd do this video like 2 months. It's been 2 months since I've uploaded a video. I'm so sorry, guys. Was busy with college stuff, projects, and the semester ending and stuff, but it's December, got a month off, so expect new content coming soon and everything. But I do appreciate everyone who continued to show my channel love and support despite me not having uploaded in the 2 months. So thank you and shout out to everybody who supported me and waited and was patient and stuff. I do really do appreciate that. So of course, I had to come back with something really great, which is what everyone's been asking me for months. I added a second, it's one thing, but it's what everybody's wanted. I added a second floor for players at a certain rebirth level. So once you reach a certain rebirth level, you can then come to the second floor, right? And then, yeah, you can come to the second floor, and then you're able to have like units, so pretty much more unit storage. That's pretty much what I've added and stuff. So yeah, it's been 2.5 months since I last recorded a video, so I'm gonna probably mess some stuff up. Plus, this is generally a lot of content, or not a lot of content, but it's a lot of stuff to do, stuff to achieve this. So yeah, I'm just letting you know there will be mistakes and stuff, but I'm gonna try my best. So just be patient and work with me here, guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight to the video though. So yeah, okay. So first things first, before we get into any of the nitty gritty coding, let's go on ahead and let's knock out this part. So obviously we need a second floor as well as we need stairs. The great thing is to achieve the second floor, we can really just copy and paste the first floor, right? But we do need stairs. So it's completely optional. How you choose to make your stairs is up to you. Hell, you could have an elevator if you want to. It really doesn't matter and stuff. Right. So I'm just gonna make some makeshift stairs real quick. Why isn't it? Oh. No, I don't want to turn that on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so have something like, so yeah, you can do something like this. I'm duplicating it by while having a selected Control plus D, or just press duplicate in the top left. So we'll just take this up, forward, and then up, forward, up, forward. Might be a little too high, and I think that should be good though. Yeah, I think that should be good, but I'm gonna do one more just in case. Duplicate it and then just drag it up. Okay, there we go. And just like that, we have our stairs. Okay, so then I'm just gonna select all the parts. You can just hold while holding the Control CTRL keybind on your keyboard. Select each one, just left click each one, right, and then press Control plus G, right, or right click and then just press group. So then just name this stairs, just name this model stairs. So very important. Let's open this up, right click, click where is it? Hierarchy, select children. Obviously you want to make sure the parts are anchored and that can collide is enabled, which should be enabled by default. Okay. So boom, just like that we have our stairs. Now we can begin working on the second floor. Okay, so to begin working on the second floor, right? What we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and just find the hold on, let me actually drag stairs into base one. Let me just go ahead and just insert that. So I'm going to grab the walls, right? I'm going to grab the walls and then I'm just going to duplicate them. Again, you can press Control plus D or just duplicate in the top left. Then from there we're just going to simply go up, right? Then all you got to do is make sure it's just aligned, sort of like right there. Okay, perfect, right? Simple. So then we're just going to have that right there. And then from here, we're just going to make some small adjustments because obviously this isn't exactly as needed to be. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to then, while having this selected, press control or right click. You just click right click and then just group as a model, right? And then you just want to rename this to be second floor. Naming is important. Name everything exactly as you see me doing it, unless I tell you otherwise. Okay, so we have our second floor walls, right? Now let's go in. Let's just do some editing real quick. So left wall, I want to scale this so that it fully takes the full thing, right? Then we're obviously gonna need another front wall, right? So we're just going to duplicate this and then just move it over, and then you just want it to be like right in front of the sign. So something like that, right? Yep, there we go. And then scale it so it goes out. And then so this is our front wall, so just rename this to be front wall. Then we have the right wall over here. I'm gonna move this over so it's more towards the edge. And then I'm gonna adjust the back wall as well. There we go. Just to make it look a little nicer, I guess. And then we have this wall, scale it out. Okay. Okay. So now from here, obviously we just need like a half. We need two different walls, right? We need because we need to have an opening so the player can actually enter. So we'll have this. This will be I guess we'll just call this right wall one. Did not mean it like that. So we'll just call this right wall one. Duplicate it, move it over. Bam. Right. And then probably should scale this so it's like yeah, and then get like that. Okay. Then just call this right wall two. Right. Great. Now, so we have our stairs, a way to get up to the second floor, as well as the walls. So now all we need is a roof. And as you guys have probably guessed, we can just simply go to the roof, right? Let's copy, right click, copy, find the second floor, right click, paste into, and then boom, just like that. It's already there, exactly where we need it to be. If it's not, if it didn't put it where it needs to be, then just simply adjust as need be. Just put it where it needs to go. Okay, boom, and just like that, we have constructed our second floor. So then of course we still need a few things. We need the wall lock for this for the entrance and the lasers. So okay, how do I want to do this? Let's do okay. Let's knock out the entrance first. Okay. So first the wall lock. If you guys don't remember, the wall lock is the invisible wall. So when you lock your base, it's this invisible wall right here so that players can't enter. Sort of parts, right? Take it right here. So scale it, make sure it covers, it's very important that you make sure it covers the entire entrance. So boom, and then go up. Okay, perfect. Then just rename this to be wall lock. Obviously by default you want this to can collide to be disabled. Make sure it is anchored and then make sure it's transparent. Boom. So that's our wall lock. And then definitely very important, make sure you drag this to be inside of the second floor, right? Because it needs to be there. Then for the next thing, we're gonna need to have our walls, roof. Okay. Next thing is lasers. So then we're just going to, I'm just gonna go real quick and just borrow it real quick from the other thing. So if we go find our lasers, where is it? Oh, right there. So let's just say we want these. I'm just gonna copy this, right? Go to the second floor, right click and paste into. Okay. Scale this down a little bit. Did not mean to do that. Just gonna drag this. Okay. Trying to find the laser. Just gonna drag this over. Right. Ever so delicate. Okay. So then I'm just gonna move this over here and then over here. I mean, you could just make it from scratch. I just didn't really feel like doing that. Since we already did that at the beginning of the series. Okay. Now just scale it. Just make sure it's up. It's to the top. Oh, I think it's already pretty much there. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have our laser. We obviously need to create another group. Another group. So let's just right click on this laser, group as a model, rename it to be lasers, just like we did with the first floor, right? Everything. Notice how everything is gonna work the exact same. All that's different is that it's just on the second floor. And then from here, we'll just duplicate, right? So just we're just gonna right. I need to make sure they're actually visible so I can actually see them. So yeah. Very important if you are making them from scratch. Remember, by default, you want them to be transparent. Can't collide should be disabled, and they should be anchored and stuff, just in case if you're not just duplicating them like I am. Okay, so something like that. Duplicate it. Again, you can just duplicate in the top left while having it selected. Drag it to the middle. Find this one. Boom. Boom. And then one more, and boom. Okay, and we have our lasers. Cool. Right click, hierarchy, select children, and set transparency to 1. Okay, boom. Just like that, we have completed the entrance. And now for the last and final thing. Okay, just like how I have down here, I have the two platforms. You're going to do the same thing, platform up there. So find your platform 1, or well, anyone, it doesn't matter. Copy, go to the second floor, right click, paste into. And let me see, where is that? Okay, right here, and then we're just gonna drag this over. Okay, so I do want to make something very clear though, very, very important, right? Very important. So it works the same as the first, right? They're not separate systems. It works the exact same as like the first floor stuff. And with that being said, what that means is you cannot have two platforms that have the same number, right? Like how they're both platform one. No, you can't do that. So you see how I currently have two platforms, you guys probably have like 10 or 8 or something, right? So you just want to keep numbering it. The same way how on the first floor you didn't have two platforms with the same number, same concept applies here. If you have 10 platforms on the first floor, then you'd want to start at 11 on the second floor, right? I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I'm saying here. Stuff, right? Because it'll search both the first floor and the second floor, not like individually. So you need to make sure that they all have unique ones, and then that's literally it, guys. So once you have the platform, that should be good. I don't think there's any. Yeah, I think that's it. With that, lasers, walls, platform. Yep, I think that's it. Okay. Alright guys, I think it is good. I think we are good to get to coding. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay. So close second floor. Obviously when you're done, make sure you do the same for your other bases, by the way. Okay, so we're gonna first make a few minor changes to the local script. Let me just make sure we're good. Alright, we're good. Okay, so let me open up the local script, right? Let's go down. Was it right here? Based on what? Okay, yeah, okay. Because that should be, because wouldn't that be the same? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, okay, so log base right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right here after the duration, create another variable. So we're going to say has second floor. We need to see if the player has a second floor. That'll be third argument, right? And then we are going to, if based on player, based on log is equal to true. Okay, right here. And then inside of this part right here, this if statement, just, put a little space, and then you're just simply going to say if has second floor is equal to true, which means, the player has the second floor. Enter, then the same thing. Base dot second floor dot wall lock dot can collide is equal to true, right? Then, what is this? Is this after, this is after the, yep, right here. Okay, so after this for loop right here, where we see the transparency to 0.5, you're simply just going to say if has second floor is equal to true once again, press enter, right? And then the same concept. So you can really just copy and paste. So select this Control C, Control V, or just copy and paste, whatever works for you guys. And then obviously just right here, you just want to change this base dot second floor dot lasers, right? Boom. And then I want to say that's it for that part. Yeah, that's it for that part. And then we're just gonna scroll down and then we're just gonna do the vice versa. So like right here, right? Just the opposite. So go right here. You're just gonna say if has second floor once again is equal to true. Enter. Like we're pretty much doing the exact same thing. All we're doing is just simply adding checks now to see if the player has a second floor. That's literally just it. Then Control C, Control V, dot second floor, right? So base dot second floor dot lasers transparency is equal to 1. Then we're going to, where is it? Okay, right here. Then after we set the, like, we open up pretty much, we open up the base. Then we're simply going to say if has second floor is equal to true, enter. Then same thing, base dot second floor dot wall lock dot can't collide is equal to false, right? Then from there, I want to say, yep, that's it for that. And then we're just gonna and then we're just going to and then actually wait, yep, no, that's it. We're done with the local script. Now we can move on to the server script. Okay, so let's move on to our server script now, and then we're literally just stopping right here. So we do have to modify this. So after the duration, because keep in mind this is literally the stuff we just modified in the local script. Okay, so after the duration variable, press enter, create the variable has second floor. By default it should be set to false, right after the first if statement. Just gonna skip a line. You're gonna say if player, you can set this to whatever you want it to be, by the way. If player dot leader stats dot rebirth, because here's how you check. Dot value is greater than or equal to 1, press enter. So assuming that the player's rebirth at least once, and stuff once or more times, then they'll have access to the second floor. Now if you don't want them to now if you want it to be like 2 or 3 rebirths, so that's whatever you want it to be. That's that's up to you. But yeah, so then we're just gonna say has second floor is equal to true, right? And then right here after the duration variable, you're just gonna press comma, has second floor, send over the value of that, right? Then afterwards, we're gonna scroll down a little bit right here to the 50s, and then you're simply just going to add in, you're just gonna do the same thing. So go after the for loop, so just click the little thing right there and then just press enter, create a little space. Again, we're literally just gonna be copying and pasting and just adding checks. That's just it. Nothing really new, to be honest with y'all. Control C after Control V, right? So this you're simply just going to say base. Wait, do I already have that here? Yep. Second floor. That's inside of that. Okay. So yeah, right here, you're gonna say base dot second floor get children, and then if it finds any of the platforms, right? I think that's yeah. It literally remains the same. That's the whole. Yep. That's the great thing. That's all you have to do is just change that to be base dot second floor. Like I said, guys, it works the exact same way. Then, of course, we had to modify the load player data stuff. So let's go down a little bit. So right here, right, as you can see right here, we automatically assume the player's platform, or the NPC's assigned platform, I should say, is on the first floor. So obviously we have to change how that works. So we're gonna replace this entire line actually with an if or else if. So we're gonna say if base find first child, assign platform, which means it's on the first floor, enter, then we'll say assign platform is equal to base, regular bracket, assign platform, enter, else if base dot second floor, right? Find first child, assign platform, enter, then assign platform is equal to base dot second floor, regular bracket, assign platform, right? So then from there, we're just going to scroll down to 160, yep, around right here. So if save mutation is not equal to none, so I honestly, I forgot what it was. 'Cause I do want to make something very clear though. Like, I had the stuff ready for the video like weeks ago and stuff, but I was just busy. So like a lot of the code I did weeks ago, so I really don't remember everything. Like the reason for everything that I did. But I think it was like a glitch here and stuff, and that was why I needed to include this. So you want to say and saved mutation is not equal to nil. Right, so just do that, and then we are done. We're done, or at least with the data stuff, adjusting the data saving stuff. So we're gonna go over here to this function. Let's go down to the around 350. So I want to say, where's this? So it's right before the right here. So we have duration lock base. So it would be before duration. Yep, okay. So before duration, we're gonna do the same thing. Has second floor is set to false, right? And then we're simply just gonna say if player dot leader stats, same thing, guys. Dot rebirths dot value sets whatever you want it to be is greater than or equal to 1. Enter, then has second floor is equal to true, right? Then after that, you're simply just going to send that over right here. Again, just doing the same thing we did earlier. So has second floor, right? And then I believe that's it for that, right? And then where is this? Then we're gonna go down to the 400s. So I think this was the data. Yep, this was the yep. So this is data saving, right? Yep. Okay. So for here, so we have this for loop right here, right? So I'm gonna just press enter, click this, and then I'm just simply gonna go right here, press enter, right? And then I'm just gonna say same thing if player dot leader stats dot rebirth dot value is greater than or equal to 1, enter. Then great thing is, guys, save yourselves the time. Click the arrow, Control C, Control V, right? So, because then that's 42, 432. Yep, that's everything right there. So you're just gonna do that, and then obviously you're just gonna change base to base dot second floor, right? Then it works the exact same way. Everything else is the same. And then from there, we are actually done with the server script. Now onto the module script, which had a lot of that had the most changes. server script was honestly minuscule in comparison to my opinion. Okay, so for the generate money function, by default, so obviously this isn't gonna work by default. So we're gonna have to set player to nil by default. Because keep in mind, it assumes that the assigned platform is actually inside of like the first, is like is on the first floor and not the second floor. So we're gonna have to change this. So replace that with nil. Then we're gonna say if assigned platform dot parent dot name is equal to second floor, right? Very simple. Is equal to second floor. Enter, then player is equal to game dot players. First child assigned platform dot parent, which would be the second floor, then dot parent, which would be the base itself, then dot owner dot value. And then we'll just do the opposite. Else if assigned platform, or actually, well, no, there actually is no need for an else because yeah, unless you have like two different, unless you have more than two floors, you would need to do that. So we would just say else. So we'll say else assign. I don't feel like typing that again. You could really just copy and paste that. So Control C, Control V, right? And then you're just simply going to remove one parent. So boom. So just like that, and then you're just going to scroll down, and then we're done there. So we're gonna go down a good amount, down to the 200s to the buy NPC function. So right here, okay, so after the assigned platform variable, you're gonna create a new variable for the base. So base will be set to nil and stuff, right? Oh, actually, sorry, it's the variable we have here, but we're just, the only difference is we want it to become a global variable instead of a local one. So we're just gonna delete the local right there, and then boom, because we need it to be global. Okay, so do that right there. And then is that in the same spot? If assigned platform is equal to no, that's the other one. Okay, because if assigned platform is equal to no and player. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, so then from here we're going to copy and paste this for loop, which I think it's after the yeah. Okay, so it's after three ends. So one, two, three. Copy. Then you're going to go right after it, right? Wouldn't it be after? Or no, it would actually. Yeah, it'd be after the three ends. Okay. So go after that, and then you're just gonna add an if statement. So if assigned platform is equal to no. Pretty much this means it went through because obviously you want it to go in order. You don't want to send an NPC to the second floor if you have an open platform on the first floor, right? So if it goes to the entire first floor and it still doesn't have an assigned, because if assigned platform is still equal to no, that means it couldn't find an empty platform, right? So we've confirmed that, and we also need to say and player that here's where the confirming comes into play. Leader stats dot rebirths that value is greater than or equal to 1. That way only players who rebirth can actually, have NPCs on the second floor. Enter, now we paste what we copied. Boom. And then obviously you're just gonna change this to be dot second floor, right? And then everything, and again, everything else is the exact same, right? Then you're gonna go down a little bit to, I think, yeah, right here. So it's to the end. And then you're just gonna adjust this right here. We're gonna send over the base after the specific NPC folder. So just gonna send over the base, make things easier. Then we're gonna scroll down to the NPC prompt function, which is actually right here. And then I'm wondering, I have no idea. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go from here. So after, okay, so player says the value right here, and then after this gigantic for loop, then you have an if statement, and okay, I see what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so right here, right before the whole if statement for assigned platform is equal to nil, it's actually the same. It's actually pretty much the same thing. Not gonna lie. You're gonna say if assigned platform is equal to nil and player dot reverse dot value is greater than or equal to 1. Enter, right? And then you can just. I don't know if they do the same thing. I don't. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. So I'm just gonna go right here and then just gonna copy. Just gonna copy and paste this loop again. One, two, three. Three ends, right? So just get this. Copy, paste. Dot second floor. And then wait, why isn't it? Oh, did I forget to? Hmm. 3, 5. There should be 5 ends. 3, 5. Why isn't it showing that the? Oh, it's outside of the loop. If assigned platform is equal to no, then. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. That is the wrong loop. That is the wrong loop. It's supposed to be okay. It's supposed to be this. My bad, guys. It's supposed to be. I think it's literally supposed to be. Yeah, my bad. It's supposed to be this entire. Yeah, this whole thing right here. My bad, guys. So I think literally yep, the entire thing. Fantastic. Okay. So we're gonna grab this Control C, Control V. Right there we go. Okay. So then and then just simply change. Where is it? Right here. This should just be base dot. This should be dot. I think this is yeah. I think that's the only thing I changed was second floor, and then just have the if statement. So yeah, like I said, guys. I did a lot, don't remember all of it, so I'm just trying my best. Okay, so line 352 right here, right? After specific NPC folder, obviously create a new variable for the base or a new what is it called? I forgot what they call it anyway. So pass I compute async, right? We need to say the reason why we have the base is because again we can't assume that the platform is parented to the base, directly parented, because again now we have two floors. So we're gonna say base dot spawner dot position, right? So we can avoid errors that way. Then we're going on to the next function, which is in the 500. So I think this is like, oh, it's here. I forgot what is this? Oh, this is it's like the creating NPC, yeah, spawn NPC. Okay, so for the spawn NPC, okay, so for right here where it says active, then so dot value is equal to active, then if active, then if NPC is equal to second floor, if is equal to player dot name. I am so confused right now. If active, then if NPC dot. Mm, I'm guessing I'm just supposed to change this or. Oh wait, no, never mind. I think I get it. I hope I understand this. Okay, so we're gonna change this line right here, right? So we're gonna say if NPC model dot parent dot parent dot name. My bad, guys. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what it was I did or why it was I did it. So second floor, right? You're just gonna say dot name is equal to second floor, and NPC model dot parent dot owner dot value is equal to player dot name. Throw the then, right? Then that'll okay, yeah. Then that'll sell the NPC. Then we have the else. Then we have the else. Okay, right. I got it. Okay, I got it now. Okay. Then we're gonna press enter, throw another else if before that last one with the empty quotation marks. Then you're just gonna say NPC model dot parent. I think this is just yep, dot parent, find for child owner, and NPC model dot parent dot owner. Right. This is two parents. The other one had three. Okay. Dot value is equal to player dot name, enter, and then it's it right isn't it the same? Yeah, okay, I get it now. So then just copy this, Control C, Control V. It's literally both of them are literally doing the same thing. It's just selling the NPC. Both of them are selling the NPC. It's just one for the second floor, the other one's for the first floor. So then player dot status dot value. I don't think I yep, I think it was just yeah, I think it was just that I changed. I don't think I changed anything actually inside of. Yep, I don't think I changed. Yep, okay. All right, guys, that should be it. Now, I am not confident at all in the slightest with what I just did, so let's hope for the best. Let's go ahead and test. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts or models, simply just read the description to find out how to gain access to any one of my scripts or models. Okay, we already having problems. Second floor is not a valid member of. Hmm. Hmm. I forgot. Okay. Um. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to. I'm gonna move base two. Okay, I'm gonna move base two to a different place. The reason why I'm doing that is simply because I don't want to duplicate this stuff and move it over if I did something wrong, just to ignore that issue because I didn't do stuff for that. And leader set's not a valid member, not a valid member of players. That's budget 19. Local 152. Oh, right. Okay. We'll just simply do this. We're just gonna players wait for child or wait. Yeah, play. Oh yeah, player wait for child. leader stats. Just add that right there if it's giving you that error. So right before that line 150 around there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Everything is working. Okay, wonderful. Okay, oh, I already, my bad. I already have one. As you guys can see though, it is working because I do have as you can see, since I've already rebirthed and stuff like that, the base locks. So I'm gonna go ahead and go sell my NPC real quick so we can get to that. Okay, hold on. That is fantastic. Okay, what is going on? If hits owner is not a valid member, owner is not a valid member of. I see. Okay, I must have forgot to change that. Okay. All right, guys, go to the server script. I'm gonna double check to make sure that because I must have messed something up in that for a little. Okay, so this would be 72. 172. Let me go up. 72. If hit that parent. If hit on parent is equal to, oh, I see. Okay, yeah, my bad. So I don't know why I didn't highlight that as a change. Okay, so right here, early on in the server script, we're supposed to change this part right here, this entire part. This should just say base.owner.values to replace the platform.parent. So base, let me put a space right there. Base.owner.value and platform.current.value is not equal to none, and then okay, and then the other issue, which was 296. I knew there was going to be some issue with 296. Let's see, 296. Okay. And then is this the 296? Um, is this where I think this is? Or okay, what does it say? Owner's not a valid member of second floor. Active if NPC. Did I forget to change? I think I feel like I forgot to change this. Else if NPC status if that owner dot value is equal to player dot name. Sell NPC. Okay, if I'm so confused. If is inactive, but if it's active, if is equal to player name, then I think I'm just gonna have to do this the same way. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna do it like this, right? I'm just gonna have to find an alternative. So for let's say if npc dot model dot parent the platform second floor. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna say dot name is equal to second floor. If npc dot model dot parent dot name is equal to second floor, and npc model dot parent, you're gonna have to do it 3 times. Dot owner dot value is equal to player dot name, then cell, else if, and then copy and paste. Control C, Control V, enter. Yeah, sorry guys. Oh, there needs to be, where is it? Okay. Because if there's a platform, it would be, okay. It's equal to base. Then this should just be, npc.model or npc model.parent, which would be the platform, then .parent, .owner, and then just sell the npc, Control C, Control V. Okay, there we go. All right, guys, let's try this again. Okay. So I'm gonna go over there. So yeah, make the necessary changes like I did, and then let's see what happens. Let's see if I'm able to sell my NPC now. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. All right, now let's go ahead and test this stuff. Okay. So the base should open up any second now. There we go. Base has been unlocked. Okay, so first and foremost, as you guys can see, if I lock my base, right, it locks the base, it locks both here and up there. If we double check real quick, base 1, find the second floor. The wall lock, it should be set. Can't col Oh, my bad, my bad. Can collide should be set to true, but obviously I can't see it because it's my base. If I was any other player, then it would show as true. But anyway, I'm gonna go try to buy another NPC. As you guys can see, we'll actually watch this real quick. Let me show you guys real quick. If I switched my rebirth to 0, right, I can't buy an NPC, right? I'm not high enough. But if I switch it to 1, I can now buy one, right? Then it'll walk to the same thing, and then boom, teleports up there to the second floor. Go up there, right? Boom, and it is making me. I don't know why exactly it's showing like that though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it's displaying the money like that, but yeah, well, I mean, you guys get the point. So yeah, so we have the NPC. I can collect the money, and then it'll just make me more money, right? If I leave, right click, delete, right? It should clear. Yep, clears out the first and second floor. Stop, play. Then I come back, and there we go. Yep, same NPC I had before. So yeah, boom. So that right there is how you make second floor. Yeah, it was just not really too complex, just like a lot of work, or like a lot of busy work, I guess you'd call it and stuff. But I do hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm so sorry for the delay with videos, lack of videos and stuff. Expect more content through the month of December as well as January and stuff as I have this time off. Let me know what else you guys want to see with this series, any other series, or just any game you want to see me cover in general. For people who are waiting for Forsaken videos, there will be more Forsaken videos and stuff. As I already said, if you guys want access to this or any one of my other subscription models, just simply read the description to see how to gain access to that stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.